So in the first part of this video here, we're just going to do a test. We're going to do manual versus auto, and in this test we've got these Parayagis on, or at least my version of the Parayagi. So they're just some 2.4 aerials with a parabolic reflector, and that's them there. Don't look too bad. Yep, they don't scratch the remote. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put this in manual. We're going to select a channel. It's going to be channel 5 for the purpose of this. I'm just going to make sure I return to home. 45 meters, that'll do. So I'm going to take off and just fly.
Take off.
In that general direction.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
I'm going to fly out in sport mode just to speed this up. So yeah, we've got manual 2.4, we're on channel 5, we've got some Parayagis on, and we're in a pretty open field. I've got 2 people helping out tonight. The first one is about 800 metres away, and the next one's about 2,500 metres away. But we've just got them on WhatsApp down here, so they can keep sight of everything that's going on. I've had a good look on Google Earth. There is a couple of pylons over to the right, but I think we've got a pretty straight run from here. There's no wind turbines certainly in the way. We're not going for any particular altitude, but currently we're at 65 metres, and we're just going to keep flying out at 65 metres just to see how well we'll do. Now, as you can see from the weather app, the wind tonight 5 miles an hour. If you look at the wind profile there as you go up, it is a bit windier, but I would say by looking at this corner there's absolutely no wind at all. Today's temperature has been about 30 degrees today, and it's about 10 past 8 on a night. It's always better to do this test at night, because on the daytime I just simply cannot see the screen at all. So there we are, 1,000 metres, no problem whatsoever. Got 89% battery, and we're still at 65 metres altitude, and things are going pretty well. I'm happy with that so far. As you can see from the camera gimbal, you can see nicely down over the field. It's a good clear picture. There doesn't seem to be any sort of signal interference whatsoever. Yeah, pretty good so far, but that's to be expected at this kind of distance in this area with these 2.4s. So coming up to 1,500 metres there. We've already passed our first spotter, and he's saying that he can still see the craft from where he stood. I'm not too bothered about that at the moment, as long as that all stays in check. So as we approach 2,000 metres, you can see we've got 85% battery, we've got 19 minutes of flight time left. Looks like we've got 16 satellites locked in and a full RC signal, and we're fast approaching 2,000 metres, and as you can see from that camera gimbal, dead smooth, no problem whatsoever. Bit of background noise there. I'm still about 50 metres away from the road, but there's a car with a huge exhaust going past. Yeah, camera's still nice and smooth. 83% battery. Now I'm not going to push this battery to like its ultimate limit tonight. I'm just going to take it to wherever it tells me to return to home. Unless that's something ridiculously close, I'll probably turn around and come back. As you can see with this new battery indicator on the update, it's telling me that even though I've got 81% battery left, there's already half of the battery used, because it wants to be able to land back safely on 20-25% battery, I assume. Whether you can override that like you could on the old one before the update, I'm not sure, because I haven't tested that yet, but we'll see. So yeah, as we're getting out there, we've still got a full RC signal. The travel of the gimbal still really good. So first wee signal there, We're keeping it at sort of 65 metres. Picture doesn't look too blown out, but yeah, 3,000 metres. Gone past that now. Absolutely brilliant. As you can see, it is late in getting close to dusk, because you can see the shadow of those trees just all the way across the field there. I'd say we've probably got about another 10 minutes before it gets dark. So what have we got? 16 minutes of flight time. We've still got a full signal. Coming up to 3,500 metres, fast approaching. Gimbal works absolutely fine. No issues whatsoever. Doesn't seem jittery at all from what I can see. 3,500 metres past and still at 65 metres altitude. That is someone's property coming up there, so what I'm going to do is just for the sake of it, I'm just going to go fly past that, because sometimes the amount of interference you get. In fact,
Battery level is low. The aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
I'm just going to cancel that for a second. We'll just go up to 4,000 metres. And I can see some pylons coming up there on the right hand side, so I don't think we're going to go past those. "4,000 metres. Not an issue. 72% battery, 15 minutes of flight time. It tells us that we've been flying quite some time now. We'll get up there, 4,300 metres. Still a good signal. Look down at the ground, as you can see. It looks a little bit blown out, that picture, so we can just change the ISO. That's more realistic of actually how it looks. We're just going to climb a bit of altitude, because I can see some pylons coming up there on the right hand side. 4,500 metres. Not an issue. I think we're getting close to far enough, I think. Signal's just starting to drop out there, I think. Probably because of that pylon on the right there. We'll just make it to 5,000 metres. And there we go. So that's brilliant. Look, 5,000 metres. That's 5 kilometres out. Not an issue. Very happy with that this evening. I'm just going to turn it around now and do a return to home. And hopefully we can come back safely and land well in time. Another vehicle going past in the background there. So as that's returning home, we're just going to speed that up a little bit. "300 metres left, 8%. Now if you watch one of my other videos, you'll have seen that I did this and I didn't fly as far. By this point, I think I was on 1% or 2%. Unfortunately the battery got to 0. I miscalculated a bit of headwind on the way back. And this one's the same.
Landing. Critically low battery.
There we are, last 5% now. Got another 60 seconds. I'll just do a hand catch at the end there.
Landing.
Brilliant, yeah, so it'll be like that, look. So there they are there, the Parayagis. That's what it looked like from the other side. Yeah, critically low battery, we landed on 3% because we went past 5 kilometres tonight. No issues at all. To be honest with you, that was easy. So for those of you who are a bit worried about taking your drone a little bit too far, pick a night when there's no wind. Get some 2.4 aerials and some Parayagis, and they are hard to put together yourself. Dead easy really. Right, so here we go, round 2.